We're in Kansas, guys. Home of Dorothy and Superman. Here's the list. Bonnie M. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Never heard of that one. Matt Dillon, Gunsmoke. Dennis the Menace. Clark Kent. There he is. Superman. It's a little bit chilly this morning. Enoch was right. Pokestop. Well, welcome to Kansas. They've got Pokestops in Kansas. To the Boot Hill Museum here in Dodge City. How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you think? Is this the Wild Wild West?
Can I get some in here?
You know what? I've got a bag full of change. You want to press a penny? Cool. That's cool, Naomi. And souvenir tokens.
Wait, why don't you get it?
Oh, that's fun. This is the gift shop.
Souvenir pen books.
Well, this is the museum. What you see back here, the replica buildings of Front Street, all house our museum on the inside. We're the main attraction. We've been here for nearly 70 years. The stories of the people that came here early are fascinating, but we were kind of a tourist town even back in the 1870s because this was the end of the cattle drives. So the cowboys would get paid and they'd have some money in their pocket and need a shower and want to have a good time. Dodge was population less than 1,000 and had 16 saloons. Wow. So if that kind of tells you a little bit about what was going on back then.
Here, this is actually the original map of Dodge City. As you can see, our location right now currently is right here. And Dodge City really started back in 1821. This would be the whole entire town of how it looked. Right now we're going to show you the beginning of Dodge City. Indians, buffalo, all of the territory that was. The 5 main Indian tribes, Comanche, Apache, Kiowa, Naparoa, and Cheyenne. They would follow the buffalo. They would use everything from their hide for clothes to their bones for weapons and for eating. One rare item that this exhibit owns is actually this shotgun right here. Firearms weren't really brought into the picture until the white men showed up, and something that made it unique to the Indians is they would camouflage their weapons with buffalo skin and buffalo bones and everything, just so it could make a blending when it came down to enemies. They would usually use dogs and horses to carry their teepees around. The Native Americans talk about how important the buffalo was to their people. You see the floor shaking, you feel the stampede, you can actually see all of the vast variety of history.
You can really feel the floor.
Oh, I know. It's
moving
shaking when you were coming in.
When you're in that buffalo room, you can really.
I know.
You can really feel it. It makes you realize how powerful those animals are.
Yeah.
Yes, but sadly, once they were almost hunted to extinction, they put a ban on killing buffaloes, and that's when the cattle drives began. So then you begin the agriculture and the lifestyle of Dodge City. They would then build these sod houses. Once they started learning that they could settle in and live here in Dodge City, that's when agriculture really started. That's when people started to thrive. But if you see here, the Boot Hill Cemetery, the reason why they called it the Boot Hill Cemetery was because most of the cowboys that were buried here were buried with their boots. And if you can see right there, you'll see some of the boots still right there in cement.
Well, this is fascinating to read their stories on how they died. Like,
How come
he was the first one recorded killing in the city. He was shot 6 times by a track layer.
What's a track layer?
Track layer would be the ones who lay down the tracks on the railroad.
Yeah, the railroad.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Now, I'm sure the details of why he was shot 6 times are somewhere.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
somewhere in our vast history,
in the history,
are the reasons why he would have been shot.
shot by the cook.
Yeah, being shot by a track layer would probably be a more
A respectable death.
respectable death, definitely.
There's a lot of mystery to the West, right? There's like found hanging from a tree west of Dodge City, and and like you were just telling this story, like there's a lot of unknowns.
Yes, there's a lot of things that we are not certain of. You could have gotten away with a lot of things back in the West.
Different time, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Down here you can see our Hollywood exhibit, the Gunsmoke exhibit here. A lot of this was actually donated to us by the Gunsmoke cast himself. As you can see right here, this is Miss Kitty's dress actually worn by Amanda Blake. You can see Mr. Doc Holliday's vest right there. You see an original script from the television show. And one of my personal favorite exhibits of the museum, you can really see, compare and contrast what Hollywood would think and what is actually happening. At one point in time, Amanda Blake actually came down and sang for the Long Branch variety show, her Long Branch Blues.
You know what's cool? Kansas is home to some really cool people from history. Kansas has been the focus for a lot of classic American characters and stories.
Yes, if you go down into the schoolhouse, you could actually see a lot of those, a lot of fictional characters and a lot of real characters. One of the people I love to point out was Amelia Earhart.
Oh,
she was actually from here, from Kansas as well.
One of those legendary American icons.
The general store was actually run by a man named Charles Rath. So if you just come right along inside of the general store. Everything that has a price tag on it is actually for sale.
I was raised on the Gunsmoke, the westerns and everything. So like a lot of people, I kind of connect to Dodge City through television and the old shows, the old westerns. I'm a big western fan, so I love it.
It's awesome. It is one of those classic parts of American culture
And it mixes with real history too, We all know Gunsmoke isn't real, of course, but there was a lot of figures that actually did come from Dodge City that makes it more interesting.
The general store is actually open to the public, and we sell everything that would have been sold back in the 1870s.
With the exception of fudge.
Yeah.
Sugar was a little rare back then,
It was a little bit harder to find.
Yep.
but it's a good place to keep it now.
I'm hungry.
This one? Squirrel. I've had people coming here from Texas saying, this is a very Dodge City itself. It's part of their life. It was a big start of the West. Very well West.
Now imagine, if you will, 3 months on the trail, very tired, done with all the heats. You just need a place to relax. You would come here to the Long Branch Saloon. This is the can-can. This can-can was actually one of the very popular dances that the saloon girls would do in the show. One of our famous attractions are the can-can girls dancing the can-can. It's usually the big finale that people love to see.
So we're going to lift up this knee, and we're going to put it back down. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee, kick, knee, kick, 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 kick. Spin around, flip your skirt, spin back around, and pose. So, do you guys want to try it with the piano?
Can-can. Omi, you're an official can-can dancer. Certified.
One of the things we're mainly famous for is coming in here and enjoying a nice cold sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla being the original recipe of the sassafras of root beer. If you don't like root beer, you'll still love the sarsaparilla because in my opinion, sarsaparilla is one of the most delicious drinks I've ever consumed in my life. We sell the sarsaparillas here.
Alright, one sarsaparilla coming up!
When I'm gone.
If you folks want me to deputize your kids,
You want to get deputized? Deputy sheriff.
now deputies, be aware, trouble usually happens around these times, so if I need your help, I will call.
Look at you.
You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Was this cool? You are an official deputy of Dodge City, my friend.
I know, this is really fun. I didn't expect it to be so educational.
We're doing a gunfight.
We're gonna watch a gunfight. It's pretty cool, huh?
Nick said, what if they happens if they get shot?
Is it like fake bullets or blanks or?
No, real boy.
Sit back and relax and return with us to the thrilling days of the Old West as we present the world-famous Boot Hill Gunfighters in conflict on Front Street. The firearms used are real and loaded with blanks, and we ask that you remain in the designated viewing areas for your own safety.
You just both are gonna get hurt. This is come on. Get back in.
Back inside, little boy. I don't want no trouble. Looks like you just shot after all.
What are you doing? Put your guns down! Got a round of applause for the world-famous Boot Hill Gunfighters.
What did you guys think?
Literally jumped.
Was it intense? Thank you guys. Pleasure. What do you think, Sammy? Thanks, Angel. He did a great job, didn't he, guys? Did you guys learn a lot?
And say thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about you, and then if you're on social media, where can they find you?
My full name is Angel Romero Jr. Raised here in Dodge City, Kansas my whole life. I am an inspiring actor, singer, and musician. My official Instagram is Seraphim Angel, and it has been an honor and a privilege to guide you on this tour.
That's awesome.
Well, that was really cool. We got to convince Angel to start his own YouTube channel. Boot Hill Museum. Ow, that kind of hurt. We are here in front of and Ashley's nervous. She's like actually nervous. Go in, right?
Waiting for us.
And she's waiting for us. We're like an hour and a half late because
We're 2.5 hours late.
no, hour and a half.
2.5. 10
2.5,
o'clock.
hour and a half.